Thank you very much for waiting. Now we begin Ruby sponsor session. We are going to have speakers from 3 Ruby sponsors for RubyWorld Conference 2023. The first speaker is Mr. Hiroshi Shibata with ANDPAD. He is going to discuss product development with Ruby and Ruby committers. Now I give you Mr. Shibata, please. Thank you very much. I'd like to speak about product development with Ruby and Ruby committer and the efforts on the part of ANDPAD Company Limited and OSS as a Ruby committer. ANDPAD is a SaaS service dedicated to the construction building industry. This is an applications development which connect the in-house people and construction sites, and this is part of the products which have been enjoyed by many clients, and not just the construction site, but also the customer management and sales management and the payment management. Our product is being used by many occasions and places, and there are tens and hundreds of occasions when ANDPAD products are able to digitalize all part of the construction sector, and that's how we are trying to develop new software programs. Why do we use Ruby? In all of those segments, Ruby has been used, but of course we do not write everything in Ruby. In certain cases, Excel presentations or other services, we use Go or TypeScript. And for mobile, we use Swift and Flutter. And so different technologies and programming languages are being used in our software development. My talk today is about organization and open source strategy. This is Furuhashi, a executive director of our company, and his ambition is to develop the best development team within the company. What do I think about this the best development engineer organization? As a Ruby committer, I make program softwares, but as the best organization of engineers, I believe that open source software, it's something we really have to pay attention to. All the people related to ANDPAD and within ANDPAD should be able to use OSS effectively, and that's one of my milestone to achieve the best team of engineers. And that's how I have been worked on the development of software programs. And this is one example as a company for the efficient, effective use of open source software. What should be done? Even if how much I speak about the beauty of open source software, we need to be strategic in spreading this. This is what is regarded as necessary for any organization to grow a business by promoting OSS. Linux Foundation has done a lot of studies on this, and this is one example spoken about in the report about Comcast, one company, and Comcast has 6 C strategies for in-house open source software promotion. For instance, collaboration and contribution, and culture, how to develop culture to develop open source like culture within the company. So those the strategies Comcast is trying to promote within the company to spread open source efforts. And in OSPO, they set the level of open source development and maturity levels have been defined as follows. Level 1 is that the company just happens to use OSS. It's just that they found this particular software and they found this particular software on the web and decided to just use it. And second level is that they are mindful of license and they confirmed the purpose of use and decided to use OSS for the benefit of their business promotion. And level number 3 And I think there is a hurdle to overcome between 2 and 3. Level number 3 is to participate in open source project. For instance, if there is any problem, they would like to report it to a community, or they would like to put themselves on an email list so that they can ask questions for answers. And number 4 is the promoting contribution. The contribution in this sense, I mean that they can share their attempts to overcome a certain problem by sharing that experience with others in the community. And there is also a big hurdle between level 4 and level 5. Level number 5 is to develop an open source software program themselves, and like Shopify, by using Ruby's and Rails, promoting Ruby and Rails, they have a model to use it as an opportunity to grow their own business. For instance, the efforts by Kevin, who was given a Ruby prize this year, is a good example. Then what are we doing in ANDPAD? Yesterday, as we heard from Mr. Matsumoto, Mr. Matsumoto thought that there was just one out of so many who is interested in making language. And when I entered ANDPAD, it seems that many of the engineers were consumers of the developed program. They used the open source software, and they were successful or they failed, and they had certain errors. And that's the end. But in my case, if that is because a problem with Ruby, we should fix that in Ruby. And so 1 out of 10 engineers seems to be reporting any bugs for Ruby, or it could be Go to the community for further improvement. So in order to improve the level on the maturity ladder from consumer to developer and to contributor, we are trying various ways within our company. For instance, Mr. Takada, an engineer, and I myself participate in such a way in Ruby Conference as a speaker. And on the right top corner, 2 months ago, a conference was held in Europe, and I had a chance to speak on that occasion. And expenses, financial expenses, and also hardware burden, and also are necessary, but at the same time, to change suddenly from a consumer to a developer, a producer of such a program or language is very difficult. So reporting any problems with open source software, what should I do to report it to other engineers, and how can we review the experience so far to share the experience with others. And those are the things we do in our company. And also for community engagement, luckily I'm a full-time open source developer employed by ANDPAD, so I've been developing an open source software, and I participate in Ruby related conferences, and also iOS and Android, Go and TypeScript. The company serves as a sponsor for such conferences financially, and also together with the like-minded companies, we co-organize an event, and also we provide a place, an opportunity for a on-site in-person event. It seems that many engineers and colleagues more or less work from home, and they don't have opportunities to get together face to face. So such occasion, ANDPAD provides a place, an office, so that those people can gather. And ANDPAD, I think, is level 3.5 according to my assessment. So we should not just consume open source software. We need to change the mindset that we contribute by making fixes, by solving the problems or bugs if we found in such an open source software. In that way, I think we need to become a contributor. I hope that we'll be able to generate a open source software from ANDPAD that may spread around the world. This is something I wrote when I joined ANDPAD, showing my ambition in ANDPAD. It says when you look at technology topics being promoted by Shopee, I am really overwhelmed. We cannot become a Shopify overnight, but we hope that we'll be able to become a leader like a Shopify like in the future, in the field of Ruby and Rails. That's all. Thank you very much for your kind attention. We have a booth, so please drop by if you need further information or any information regarding engineers. Thank you vacancies. Thank you very much, Mr. Shibata.
Now we would like to invite the next speaker from Network and Applied Communications Laboratory Limited. The speaker is Mr. Ryo Ito, and he will discuss a new approach, innovative scheme of NaCl. NaCl is an acronym of Network Applied Communication Laboratory Limited. Thank you for the introduction. I am from NaCl, and my name is Ito. I would like to discuss the new approach and also scheme of network NaCl. I would like to introduce to you our company NaCl, Network Applied Communication Laboratory Limited. It is an official name. So NaCl is an acronym which people often use when referring to us. Our office is here, and also the branch is in Tokyo too. And originally, Matsumoto-san was in our company, and he is now in many companies these days. In 1997, he joined our company. Since then, he has been our employee. He is our associate of our company. Apart from Matsumoto-san, Ruby committer, and the previous Ruby committers are working here. So Ruby is quite an important core business too. Last year, there was a Ruby conference, and since then, and during the past year, there was a major development. The CEO changed. This is the previous CEO, Inoue-san, and I think you understand that he is actually the vice chairman of the organizing committee of the conference. This photo was taken last year in the closing ceremony, and he is now the special advisor. The new CEO, Maeda and Goto, and their photos. On the left-hand side, you can see the CEO President Maeda, and on the right-hand side, Goto, who is the Vice President. Maeda, the CEO and the President, deliver the opening remarks as well, and he is currently working Ruby committer. On the part of Goto-san, he was working as a Ruby committer. Therefore, many people in the audience know him, I suppose. When the CEO or president was changing to a new one, the company also changed in various ways. What should we have as a future direction? We had the discussion to identify the direction to seek, and we had the management and also the associate employees talk. The discussion is still underway. OSS, including Ruby as a major one, should be further exploited and taken advantage of. At the same time, we would like to make a contribution to that community, and we would like to make our organization autonomy developed. There are various people from different backgrounds. We like to have an organic organization in which many people of different backgrounds and work together, so that then we can be stronger and growing further. We would like to elaborate on these matters, but this is not actually the core of this title speech, and therefore, if you are interested in these matters, please let me know. Our website and also the brochure have been updated. The website was actually renewed in line with and in accordance and relating to this conference. This is a URL. If you are interested, please access this website. Now, I would like to start my substantive part of the talk. So the first announcement, so this is today, and this conference is a place where we make a new announcement. Small b programming will be actually reiterated, and we restore that a social function. I thank you very much. And if there was no round of applause, I was going to leave this stage. I was thinking about that. A small b programming Koshien. Koshien is actually the senior high school, the baseball tournament in Japan. So this is the excerpt from the materials we used in the previous one. On the map, the two teams fight each other. Characters are representing those teams, and the highest score. Which one can actually win the highest score? Characters are actually operated in the case of gaming, fun, and the real time. But programming is done for those characters so that the actions, activities are predefined. Of course, items on the map can be used, and you can pick it up, or you can actually navigate through the object. So, in the end, you are supposed to reach the goal faster than the opponent. Small b programming Koshien is the name. Until 2020, while Shibata government and prefecture government was taking the lead, the tripartite function was working. So the academia, the business, and also the public sector. And there were the participants from all over Japan. Since 2020, however, under the pandemic, the convening of that program was suspended, but there were various voices seeking the restoration of this one. So we would take the lead, and we would be the host of the one to come. Small b would be used as a programming. Takao in our company was a developer. He developed this small b. This is what it is like. And the orders are represented by blocks, and by using your mouse, and you can put them together for programming purposes. So we invite students, senior high school, but we would like to invite the younger children as well. Maybe typing is not so difficult, and even if children don't understand English, they can do that. Programming and grammar is might be difficult for some of them. Even if they are so young, they can still touch it, and they can learn from this program. So we are going to launch this project. It should be done with a stronger and a more higher quality version than before. So we would like to add some more functions which were not available before. This is the issue we are thinking about, this convening of the program. More recently, in primary school, programming is a part of their curriculum. They have the programming classes because the children are the ones to support the future society. So if they can develop programming and also abilities and also creativity, that would be very good. And we would be more than happy if we can do that. By combining blocks and programming will be complete. In the case of small b, however, the order instruction block on the one hand, the Ruby codes from the Ruby's code on the one hand. So mutually, between the two, they can have the changes, and they can have the communication. So in the beginning, they used small b, but when they would like to develop further, so Ruby could be their first choice after graduating from small b in a way. this is small b. They will have the opportunity to touch Ruby. I would be happy if everybody identified, discovered how fun, so much fun is actually offered. The vice chairman, vice CEO of our company, Goto, is one of the authors. He is a co-author. So that's why I take this opportunity to introduce that. That could be the starting point for many youngsters and to learn the fun and joy of programming. Ruby's and Ruby users and will be expanding number that will be resulting in the further advancement of Ruby. And if we could make some little contribution into that for that journey, for that goal, we would be more than happy. There are many students here, and you might have friends who are still students. Would you mind talking about it, the forthcoming program? And then that would be surely big momentum to promote this function, and this networking it will be further enhanced. We have talked about small b and also additional function added. This is an URL site and about this project in which we will be the main host. And I hope that this small b and the program will be enjoyed as many fans, as many people as possible. On the part of NaCl, our company, we are always recruiting people who are interested in our work, and let's have fun together. Let's enjoy our work together. Thank you very much for your attention. Mr. Ito, thank you for your discussion and presentation. So with a more higher quality and a small programming quotient is now coming back again. So that is a really great thing.
Next speaker is Mr. Atsushi Katsuura from GMO Pepabo Incorporation. His title is Karami Shop and Ruby. Good morning. I am Katsuura from GMO Pepabo. I would like to talk about Karami Shop and Ruby and a function expansion of EC platform using API. I'm web application engineer working for EC business division of GMO Pepabo. I develop and operate a Karami Shop, which is application working in NetShop creation and service. It is my first time to be in Matsue, and I like ARGF.class. I like it's a very unique name. I would like to say today that I want to expand what we can do with the EC platform Karami Shop, and we are looking for someone who can work together with you. And I would like to talk about this once again later. So this is my agenda today. First, about GMP Pepabo. The company has a corporate philosophy of making more fun and a mission to increase human output. So we are providing a service to people who express something. And this year marks 20th anniversary. We servers hosting service and a platform for the creator. We have actually released and operated various services. And in various aspects, we use Ruby. So, like original image uploaded, So this is probably the favorite application you are using. For example, in Ruby Kaigi 2023, in Ruby Kaigi event, we are actually selling logo goods. And also last month, Kaigi on Rails, Ruby on Rails event, the goods have been sold. Thank you very much. I found this in Ruby with goods. Some uploaded. We will appreciate. Thank you very much. And you can purchase this at Suzui. Thank you. So talking about community, so GMO Pepabo use Ruby OSS. So we would like to pay back to the community. So we participating and cooperating proactively to the Ruby community. So in Matsumoto's Ruby Kaigi, there are a lot of engineers participated from our company. And also last month, Kaigi on Rails, the core members and the organizer came from our company. And also Emori-san's presentation, like Rails Girls. So we are providing some service and support for Rails Girls event. And our company office is actually provided the venue of the meeting, and we also help and support the event. I would like to talk about Karami Shop, which I am engaged in. This is a EC platform service for net shop creation and operation. Based on the philosophy, the mission to contribute to smooth Japan's business, we are supporting various EC shops from the small one to large one. Well, Karami Shop is a service published in 2005. So main implementation service is PAP. And these days we are using Ruby and Ruby on Rails with further development of function like Karami Shop Inside Server and API Server and Shop Owner-oriented API Server functioning on Ruby on Rails. As to published API, shop owners actually have the REST API for the resource operated. So the shop owners' information, products, and purchase form that can be related to the purchase of the customers, and also order placement can be possible, and this can be automatically synchronized and aligned with outside information. So with this, you can have a very good effective application. Also in Karami Shop, using API, application can be published and sold. This is so-called Karami App Store. These app, so the apps available here can be known by about 50,000 shops who are using Karami Shop, and they can find some additional application or function from here. And we, as a developers, also engaged in the developing and operating of this type of application. As to the developers, by using this platform, they can just set the use fee of apps and can receive the provided application fee. And as to the use fee, it's very complicated to do for the implementation and receiving the money, but through Karami Shop, the fee will be actually transmitted to your account. So it's very simple and easy method. We EC business department developed application, and there are a lot. And I would like to show you some examples. So immediately after platform of app stores was released, we do not have the number of apps. So we have so-called Karami App Development Week. So 3 to 4 members of the EC business division team get together, and based on the hackathon system, we picked up the function, and this is the in-house event. As a result, 4 apps are released. So we have occasionally worked together to develop new apps in the App Store. And also, we try to find out some improvement tips for the development of apps. So, Karami Shop API and how to use it, and also a guideline for the developer about how to make apps in the application store. Could you please refer to this site? And as to App Lister, could you please take a look at the note? I hope you will take a look at this magazine. Then lastly, we would like to work together with you so that we can enhance what we can do with Karami Shop, and we work together with application development using our API. We are looking for someone who can work together, and we have the booth on the first floor, so could you please come to visit our booth? Thank you very much. I hope to work with you. Thank you. Mr. Katsuura, thank you very much. With this, the Ruby sponsor session and the morning program completed. In the afternoon, we have some lecture by Mr. Hiromasa Ishii of Keiryō Ruby Forum and Mr. Hirohito Higashi from Shimane Software R&D Center. These lectures will be started at 13:00, 1 o'clock. If you ordered lunch, could you please go to the large exhibition hall on the first floor to exchange the ticket with the lunch? There's no eating and drinking in this hall. Could you please go to the large exhibition hall, and garbage box is also placed there. I appreciate your garbage sorting effort. At the exit, you can find the leaflets of the sponsors. Could you please feel free to take anything? In the large exhibition hall, there are exhibition booths. 12:10, presentation by Ashita no team will start. 12:20, presentation from Hayaru will start. 12:30, Liberty Fish will start presentation. 2040, Sky will start presentation. These are short presentations. I hope you will listen to them. When you leave the seat, could you please return the receiver set at the front? If you need receiver set, could please contact the staff at the front. If there are any failure or a problem with the receiver set, could you please contact the staff too? If you are using the Kunibiki Messe parking lot, you can get a free parking ticket. So could you please go to the large exhibition hall? Large exhibition hall also have the charging station for electronic devices. Thank you.